Has anybody else had their fill of what's going on? And especially the way that it's presented? We're being sold a bill of goods, and we have been since probably the day I was conceived in 1954. Because you see, this world is not about peace and love like I was taught in the 60s. It's about hatred, violence, and money. It's about murder, rape, and mayhem. That's just the way that it is. I was brought up a Christian, and I am a Christian, and I do my best to exhibit Christian values, and pretty much everything that I've ever seen in this world goes against the very things that I believe. Of course, there's a reward for sin. It feels good. It feels real good. Just ask Miley Cyrus. Well, do you remember her father, Billy Ray Cyrus of Achy Breaky Heart? Well, he was known for that for many, many years, but now I think he'll just be remembered as the father of Miley. How far has this world gone down the fricking toilet hole? I mean, look at this map. Syria braces for tough response from the West. Now, anybody out there with an ounce of brain power that's not hooked up 24/7 to an IV of electronic masturbation can see exactly what in the world is going on. And for those of you that can't, well, I don't think I'll be seeing you on the other side. This is not going to turn out very, very good. And everybody that I know is sitting with bated breath wondering, that actually knows what's going on. You know, I have an employee that I asked if he knew what was going on in Syria, and he had no clue. I couldn't believe it. 24 years old. No clue what's going on. But you know what? I don't think the people over there have a clue what's really going on, what is really happening behind closed doors. And I don't think they ever will, because it's impossible. Now, could you imagine for a minute? Could you imagine for a minute if we take look at all this money being spent in this graphic? Tons and tons of money. We're talking about billions and billions of dollars. Well, you know, to the U.S., money's nothing because we can print up funny money, $85 billion a month. Can you figure out how much that's costing your community? If you have a community of maybe 50,000 people, do the math. Heck, I know that my town here in Prescott, Arizona, we were contributing something like $120,000 a year for Egypt. That was just our little community. Yeah, there's a price for everything, but you know, trillions are no longer, trillions are nothing. It used to be, you think, I remember if you made 50 grand a year, you were doing good. Wow, that was doctor's wages back in the 60s. And now, money's worthless. I mean, it really is worthless. Everything is just manufactured mayhem, manufactured BS. I can't even sit and watch the television any longer. I can't even stand to watch football, and I used to like football because I can see what all of this illusionary BS is. It's fodder for your mind. It's to take you off and get you out of balance, along with the chemtrails and the vaccinations and the GMOs in the food. We're all becoming a bunch of dumbed down slaves rather than intellectuals. Well, the intellectuals are the ones at the UN, right? Well, let me tell you what I think is going to happen. And I'm going to ask you, what do you think is going to happen in this scenario? What is going to happen if America, with a K, goes in and bombs Syria? Well, I think that Syria is going to get pretty PO'd. I think Iraq's going to be pretty PO'd at us. And I think that Russia's going to be pretty PO'd at us. I think that China's going to be pretty PO'd at us. And I really think that we are going to see nukes in America. Nuclear weapons going off in major U.S. cities at some period of time. Destruction by design. We are slaves, and we are going to continue to work as slaves. I remember back in the day, in the 70s, they had factories hiring left and right. We need workers, we can't find workers. You know what they were paying? Minimum wage was $3.35 an hour, but they were starting you out at $6 an hour. Almost double minimum wage. And now those same factories are still paying minimum wage, some 30, 40 years later. Folks, you are a slave, you are manipulated, we are the sheeple. We are the sheeple, we are the sheeple. God bless Freddie. And you know what? I used to buy into all that crap. I'm too old now. You know, are you too old? So anyway, I'll get off my high horse, or I'll get off my tank, or I'll get off my sarin chemical bomb, and ask you guys, what in the heck is going to happen to America if America bombs Syria, along with the help of our friends there, over there, Tony Blair and Barack. They get together and they form plans. And did you ever look at the ring that our president wears? Do you know what is inscribed in that ring? Well, maybe if you don't, you should. Because maybe all this will start making sense for you. Oh yeah, a friend of mine said to me, he has a video, he sent it to me, of Michelle and Barack in 2007, and then Michelle gets up there and says, Barack's going to change the face of America. Change. Well, we got a lot more than we bargained for. And I'll tell you what, it's just hard to get excited about anything in this world anymore because everything is just so cattywampus that you can't see the forest for the trees. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching my videos. I haven't done, I guess, one of these in a while, but I'm just sick of this crap. I'm just really tired of it. But that's my lot in life. I figure that I'm probably 90% close to eternity, maybe closer than that. But I'll tell you what, it'll be a breath of fresh air to get out of this bomb-laden earth and the hateful earth and the insanity that goes on. Anyway, what's going to happen? We're going to bomb Syria. What next? What next? What next? As Drinking with Bob would say.